Hey guys, it's Jake here, or Aussie Reptiles, and today we're going to be doing a somewhat of a reptile tour. It's been a long time since we've actually done a reptile room tour, and this is going to include only the animals that are in my room, aka the main reptile room, I suppose. They are spread throughout the whole house, but let's get into it without any further ado. So let's start at the front here. Here's my good looking legs, and I'm wearing pajama shorts, so let's not look at that. These tanks are currently unhoused or empty. They're going to have a partner to my girlfriend's Zero Hypo Zero Bearded Dragon. That's a girl, her name's Kira. We're getting her a male who will temporarily live in obviously one of these whilst he is a baby. Down here, I've got a pygmy bearded dragon and a long-nosed dragon. They share this enclosure. Ignore some of the mess. On this side, we flip around and we've got Echo, the Bell's face, the lace monitor. He's chilling down there, or she. And on this side, the thermostat's not on, is Charlie, one of our normals. Across from them, we have my pair of Pilbara, Western Australian locality, Centralian blue tongues. So they're pretty snazzy. Now, most of the lights have only just turned on, so not everything's awake yet. In this enclosure, which is due for a clean today, probably, look, if I was smart, I would have cleaned the room first. This is Snowy. You can see his head there. He is my big, almost 8-foot albino Darwin carpet python male. And I got to clean out. All of this shed. He's made a mess. Above them, briefly, I have another pair of albino Darwins. That's the female Tequila, and Aries is the male. Down below them, better give him a key. This enclosure belongs to Tiger and his current mistress. So this is a nice sort of woodland foresty themed setting. Here is his girlfriend. This is, well, I call her Bronzy. She doesn't properly necessarily have a proper name, but she's a pretty nice looking blue-tongued lizard. She's a bit more bronze rather than that sort of stock standard sort of striping. She's almost reduced pattern. And I'm going to assume Tiger is up under here as usual. Here's my main boy Tiger. Hey, here's my yellow, I'll get you under the light, yellow Brisbane locale Eastern blue tongue. He is not a northern, he is a pure Eastern. He is just an absolute cracker with these beautiful yellow colours. So that is Tiger and his girl Bronzy. He is actually the sticker here. That is Tiger. Ignore this, that's incorrect. Obviously they've now been moved up here. But yeah, that's Tiger, my yellow Eastern blue tongue. Alright, that bottom one's currently empty. However, up here we've got a couple juvenile panther skinks. Look at this one, nice fat tubby tummy, I suppose. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say, but they're up here. So they've got a 12% UVB and obviously a heat light. Down below them we have the adults. There is a group of 6 in here. Some of them just went hiding behind the background. But these are the adult panther skinks. That one's about to shed. In fact, both of them might be because they're normally a bit more red. I can overlap a photo of them. But they're doing great guns. Nice enclosure. Again, 12%. And then their heat light is actually a UVA, UVB heat light as well. Just to ensure they get the right stuff. But that's their enclosure. Next to them, we have another male long-nosed dragon. This guy, he's my boy. He's my big boy. Wait, where are you going? Yeah, you weirdo. He also has a solar glow UVA and UVB. I really like those lights. I'm using the, these ones. So by Reptile Systems. And again, they're both UVA, UVB. So they're pretty cool. 70 watt. Yeah, I don't know. I've been using them for a bit now, and I quite like them. So I've got a couple spares. So that's him. Next across, this tank here houses one of our Boyds, and there's also at the back there a Perrin's tree frog. or a Peruvians or an emerald tree frog, and they co-house in here perfectly fine. Unfortunately, we did lose a couple of our boys, so that is our last remainder. However, I have lined him up a girlfriend, so there's a girlfriend coming quite soon. Across in this tank up here, you can see one up here. These are our pink tongues. The other one usually is not there today. That is unusual for them. Let me step up here. Where is he hiding? I don't know. But anyway, there's one of them. Just chilling. Chilling up there. Their tank is nice and natural to their area. These are just parlor palms, but I like to think of them as other big palms, and they've got plenty of dead leaf litter to hide amongst, so that's their enclosure. I quite like this one. Below them, we have one of our main pairs of eastern, or southern, I should say, water skinks. However, none of them are out right now. Again, the lights have only literally just turned on. And then obviously I have a few that I've moved outside as well, so they don't reside in the tank. They're in a pop-up chameleon outdoors. Pretty cool. Across again, this tank here is my tank for my eastern dwarf tree frogs. There's one sitting right there. There is 15 of them in here. However, they always hide. It's quite rare to see more than sort of 3. However, today my luck is only the 1. Where are you all? Let me know if you see one that I'm not seeing in the comments below. They sometimes... Any in there? Doesn't look like it. Well, the rest are hiding. But we do get a nice look at this little fella up here, which is retaining, or expressing some of that nice green color. So their tank's nice and cool. I can't wait for the moss to grow in on the back wall a bit more. And it's going to look quite nice. So pretty happy with this tank. And let's move across to the next one. This tank here is my spotted marsh frogs. There is a normal one there, and I do have oh, there's one at the back. Oh, there is one of the albinos. There's 8 of them in here, 4 normals, 4 albinos. This tank has absolute behemoth of well, first off, there's some really nice variegated pothos. There's some neon pothos, great little pothos, but so much of that creeping fig. It is pretty much 90% of the enclosure. So pretty cool tank though. I quite enjoy that one. Move down below them. This is my pair of marble velvet geckos. In terms of their whereabouts, oh, there. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, there's 2 of them. There's both of them. That's them there. I won't disturb them too much because obviously they are a nocturnal animal, but that's their enclosure. Across from them, we then have this tank in which this houses... What? They've made new burrows. Well, this is the enclosure that has my 6 banjo frogs, eastern banjo frogs in it. However, in terms of where they are, that is the next question. But that is the eastern banjo frogs. Yeesh, almost forgot. Down below them, I don't think they're out right now, but if you guys watch one of my more recent videos, this is the Regus skink tank. So they've been moved down here. That way we can make space for the tank that Kira's in. She was down here, and we've moved some things around. But there is a trio of Regus skinks that reside in this enclosure here. Pretty cool. And across from them, this enclosure, well, my 4-bay unit. These are my custom made units. These have obviously heat lights, and they have, oh, I won't show it too much because it flickers, but they've got Reptile systems, Ecotech, so Reptile systems, Ferguson Zone 3, so it's basically a 12% rough thereabouts UVB. Let's have a look. This girl is usually quite grumpy. This is my female Western Blue Tongue. This one came from a good mate, so she's quite cool. Again, she gets really shitty, so, and the lights have just turned on. So it's still heating up in there before the thermostat flicks off the heat light. Sort of one take, not a very high quality video, but I need to produce something for you guys, and a reptile room has been long awaited. This is my male. So he's quite cool. Look at him. Again, stock standard Western, like nothing too crazy special, but the Westerns are beautiful nonetheless. Oops, I just smacked my finger down below him. Now this one actually is running a 6%, not a 12. This is my albino Kimberly. Probably could be fine on the 12, to be honest with you. However, just with their eyes, I'm not 100% too sure. So we've left him on a 6%, which is still plenty for blue tongues anyhow. Below them, we have my Kimberly. This is also tends to be a little bit of a dick. She's very food responsive, but that's my Kimberly Northern Blue Tongue as well. Her name's Dot. So that's her. We'll get out of there so that the light isn't hurting our eyes too much. But yeah, this is their tanks, and essentially that's the room. So it's quite messy, so yeah, I try. So we've got a total of 25 tanks in my room. These are all just, this was animals, but now it's all just displays. As you can see, there's globes and shit in there, so no animals anymore. And there's another look at Kira. Again, she's my girlfriend's lizard. Her first one that she has purchased herself, and as I said, we're about to get her she's getting her a boyfriend as well, in which will be quite cool to potentially breed some zeros down the track as well. These ones came from Radical Reptiles. If you're sort of around the Melbourne area, well, a bit further out from Melbourne, but if you're around Melbourne, they're great breeders of blue tongue lizards. Nope, that's not what I meant. They're great bearded dragon breeders, so pretty cool. Alrighty guys, well thank you so much for watching. I know it's a bit of a quick one, and it isn't a complete reptile house tour. It's just a small part of it, but that's better than nothing, and obviously it's still quite an extensive collection just in this room alone. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If there is anything in particular you guys want to see more of, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.